Hello. In this video, I'll discuss the settings in detail. Settings encompass the general settings of our touch panels and home servers. To access the settings page, right-click on the relevant device, select General Settings, and click on the Settings button on the right side. Let's examine the elements here one by one. The project ID is provided by the Interra technical team. The project name corresponds to the name displayed here, which you can configure as desired. You can also configure the residence number and block name as you wish. The panel ID is the ID generated when you create the server. You can also add notes in the Info section. The database version refers to your database version, which may change in future configurator software updates. Accordingly, you can perform migration and upgrades to the panel. Under Hardware and Connection, you can choose whether to read all KNX I/O addresses on boot. This should be turned off if two panels have the same configurations. You can enable or disable KNX depending on whether the project includes KNX or not. The delay is set to 100 ms, which is the time between KNX signals. Under Hardware, you can choose the number of input-output options based on your device. You can also add extra input-output if needed, ensuring compatibility with the hardware. For IX10, there are 6 input-output options. For IS12, there are 10 input and 12 output options, and for IS1, there are no input-output options. Some devices like Interra 4 and Interra 3 have 3 and 5 input-output options. In the Project section, you can select options such as Network Availability, Internet Availability, PoE Network Availability, and DSC Availability. The Concierge IP is the phone number of the concierge. Under Services, you can select the financial type of the panel and choose the news channel you prefer. In the Localization section, you can choose the language in which you want to use the panel. Under Appearance, you can decide whether to display the project logo, time, communication keyboard, and thermostat values on the screen. In the Sound section, you can select sound files, the number of steps, and the zip file. In the Security section, you can set the password for accessing the settings. In the Screensaver section, you can choose what appears on the screen when the panel is idle. Set the duration before the screensaver activates, adjust the brightness, and set a password. The Hey Interra feature is available for 10 panels. To use it, you need to enable Hey Interra Enable and enter the license ID provided by the Interra technical team. Currently, the language options are English and Turkish, with more options to be added in the future. You can also adjust Hey Interra settings from this section. You can learn more about the purpose of each setting by clicking on the question mark icon next to each setting. For more of our training videos, follow the playlist and please